Excuse me. I am Toya, and this is the Blue Lighthouse Mantle. Hey, hello, bonjour, all that good stuff. Wherever you are in that. Um, remember I said earlier that being a lighthouse, a light, that people who are dark are going to see you, even when other people don't see you. And walking my grandpa, see a couple of elder people just looking like mean mugging, talking amongst themselves. This is what I'm saying. Not physically, but this is what I'm saying. And just acting stank towards you. You don't even know these people. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's coming. You know, I don't know. But those people who do bibbidi boppy stuff, the abracadabra stuff, they can see things. They can see things. Those that still have their gifts, though, because some who've been messing with some folks then lost their gifts because they was doing the wrong stuff with it. Anyway, there's gonna be some elderly people that's not gonna like you, and they're gonna try to get people younger than you. People in general. But I think because of what I said earlier about getting them when they're young, they are going to try to get the young people to go in another direction. Before they get to the truth, you know? I don't know. It's really sad. It's really sad. I don't know if this is in general to those who are on their journey or if this is just for me. I don't know. But I really feel like this has something to do with what I just said earlier about getting the children while they're young so when they get to be my age, they'll be unstoppable. And they don't want that. They don't want that. So they're going to do whatever they can do for those young people to not listen to myself or to people who are telling truths, to make it look like they're not trustworthy or what they're saying is lies, so that they can get them to go down the wrong path. Well, I'm speaking to it now. May those young folks, wherever you are in the world, who desire truth, who feel the truth in their heart, and they need someone to help them to bring it out, I'm declaring that they will use their intuition and smell the filth and nastiness of those people who are coming to them and trying to deter them from listening to certain people. You know, I'm always one of getting education in any way that you can possibly get it. Does it not necessarily mean that you have to live out your life and everything that you read about or that you study? But knowledge is power. And you need to know when snakes are coming to you. I am not going to deter you from listening to anybody who is from any religion or what have you. I suggest that you do that so you can have knowledge of everything. I'm not going to stop you because I don't want you to just not listen to what I'm saying. Or I want to keep you from listening to somebody else because it goes against what I believe in. That's not who I am. Get all the education that you can get. Understand everything that you need to understanding. In all things, get an understanding. I want you to be able to go into any walk of life, whether with the person that's picking up trash or the person in the White House. I want you to be able to talk to anybody and know what it is that you're talking about. That is my desire for you. And not just young people, anybody. Anybody. Know the difference between an asset and a liability. Listen to your body. When somebody is talking to you and they're trying to mentor you or talk to you about something, and they constantly saying, don't talk to that person over there, don't listen to what that person over there is saying, be very wary of that. Be very wary of that. It's so sad. It's not going to work. I mean, it may work on some people because people's vibrations are low. If you have some bad habits and you stop your bad habits, fill it up with knowledge. And that way, you'll know what's true for you. Because what I say might not be your truth. What that other person says may be your truth. Just stick to it and hold fast to that. Now, if you learn something and you find out what you learned over there is not true, let go of your ego, let go of your pride, and say to yourself, okay, I was there for a minute, but it doesn't work for me now. And I'm going to move on from that. That is okay. That's what learning is about. That is what growth is about. In the beginning of the page, this page, that's what I said. I might have said something in the beginning and then just contradicted it just now. I don't know. I don't remember what I was saying back then. I don't go back and listen to what I said. But that doesn't mean that I don't know what I'm talking about. It does not mean that I'm trying to deter somebody to go the wrong way. How can I? Your journey is your journey. Anything that I say, I ask you to research it on your own. Know the information for yourself. know the information for yourself. Anything that someone said to you and you held it as your truth, go beyond that and learn more about what it is that they told you. Don't just take it at face value and do that thing or be that thing or act like that thing. Don't do that. Get all the education you can about any and everything. Any and everything. What clue is not really a clue? It's the one that they set before you openly. That's why I love like CSI and the movie Clues and anything that has to do with solving mysteries and stuff. Because the ones who are doing wrong will always point the finger at somebody else. Always. I don't care how slick they are with it, how believable it always comes out what they've done. Always. You can take it or you can leave it. When is a clue not really a clue? Remember that. I know there's many people that I don't know, that I've never been around. But I love you. And I know people was like, well, if you've never been around them, how can you say you love them? I know for a fact that we are all connected. And if you don't understand what that means, research it. We are all connected in some form or fashion. I'm asking you to go deeper and understand what that means for you. Because if I just tell you my side, I don't want you to take just my side. Learn what that means for you. And if it holds true for you, not everything will. If you see any of my pages, I don't just have, I do have a lot of things about Black Power and all this other kind of stuff because that's who I am. But that's not all. I have music and dancing from other cultures. I I love British movies. I don't know why. Maybe I was there at some point in one of my lifetimes. I don't know. Um, that was bad. Excuse me. Uh, I love how strange it is. Their comedy is very dry and strange and weird, but I get it. It's different, like I'm different. But I also know they are the masters of trying to overpower people, trying to MDK people. Masters. Okay. But uh, keeping up appearances, have you been served? Those are uh, Benny Hill. I used to sneak and watch that when I was younger. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I don't always put every culture or anything in videos or whatever that I watch, but I enjoy learning about everyone and everything because we are all connected. And if you look and really pay attention, there is something in every culture that is identical. We may call it something different, we may tweak it in a different way, but it's all the same. It's all the same. So, get the knowledge about everything, especially when it comes to this religion stuff. I think, my personal opinion, I could be wrong, but for my truth, what I'm about to say is not wrong. Religion separates, it doesn't bring us together, it separates us. And I don't think that's what the Creator wanted for us. Yes, some people can say, well, if the Creator didn't want that, then why was it allowed? I think it was allowed so that at some point you would get it, that you take your downloads and the things that the Creator gave you to those over there, and they take what they got and they go over there. It's to bring us together, it's not to separate us. I think this might be far-fetched, that if we pulled everything together, then we'll be at the point that He wants us to be at. That just might be my little, in my own kind of world, kind of thinking thing. I don't know. But I used to think that when I was a little girl. Being in the church, I see how everyone just preaches to the same people. Now, there are some that go outside, some go door to door, some have picnics and whatnot and what's not, and they bring the community in. But is the community staying? Is the community actually changing? I see the environments that I'm in, and we're doing things to coddle things, coddle actions, but we're not doing anything to change it. And I think that's because we ourselves are wearing a mask. We show ourselves in one way when we go to work, when we go to church, when we are at social events, but when we go home behind closed doors, people are evil and vile, and they do some horrific things to each other, to their families, to people that they don't even know. They don't allow we stand in the church. You go into a church and you have a certain skill or a gift, and you express certain things regarding this, but you don't know what it is. You don't know how to handle it. You don't know how to deal with it. And the people in the church either don't know, or they know but are envious because you got this, and they don't want you to bring it out, or they don't want you to tell on them and tell what they've been doing. Oh, shit. those dreams I've had. And I would tell people, and well, if you can't tell me what it means, basically saying I don't want to hear it if you can't tell me what it means. Instead of working with you and, okay, tell me more. Okay, what else did you get? I know you told me this part, but is there more? Is there something that you're missing? Something that you're afraid to tell? You understand what I'm saying? That's what I want to do. I want to bring that out of people. I want them to understand who they are and the gifts that they have that was given to them naturally. You can't say, well, I was going to say, you can't say that these innocent children who have gifts and dreams or what have you are just pure evil and you got to stifle that because they're being evil. No, these gifts are being given to these children because they are fighting a battle. They are here for a reason. These babies that's coming in now are strong as hell. They are smart as hell. They are doing things that kids that were being born when I was younger would you could never think that they would be doing. They're holding their heads up, their eyes are open, they are crawling before they even a week old. They're doing so many powerful things coming in here now because they are going to be the front line ones and we have to prepare them. That's what's wrong with us now. The ones that was before us did not prepare us for this shit. We got to get our people together and get them battle ready. We're already in a battle. We're already in a battle. And this is the beginning of the changes. Can you imagine when they get our age, it's going to be the battle. And if they're not prepared, what's going to happen? Stop being selfish and think about these babies. You're thinking about the here and now and what you can get and all the products that you can buy that's name brand and living in these big lavish houses and driving these big fancy cars and showing off. Which, don't get me wrong, it is nothing wrong with living life and having nice things. It's nothing wrong with that. But what about helping others to get those things? Because I know growing up, there is plenty of people who could have helped me and chose not to. There is plenty of people who could have helped me when I asked for help, and they did not. They sat back and they watched shit happen to me. They watched me have absolutely nothing. And they laughed. They celebrated. Did absolutely nothing. Now that I'm manifesting things and getting what belongs to me, you think that I'm going to give you some? Fuck you and your feelings because you weren't there for me. Yes, I'm talking to you. Oh, frenemies or family. I don't know where I was going with that. But I'm talking about the family who are really my enemies because they sat back and didn't do absolutely nothing. And you mad? You mad at me because I overcame all the shit that you did against me to make sure that I didn't have shit, to make sure that I didn't go anywhere in life. You mad. And you expect to come my way whenever I get something or be something, now that I'm getting back on my feet. And you want your hand out? I will spiritually cut that hand off if you don't back the fuck away from me. For real, for real. Mm-hmm. I know you're used to seeing Toya being passive and letting stuff go and being quiet and y'all did this shit. Y'all did it. You want a monster? You shall see the monster. Release the Kraken. You've done it. Not just me. To all the other ones that you've done this to, people out in the world. You have released the Krakens. So don't get mad. Don't be, well, you still gonna do your little bibbity bobbity shit. It's not gonna work. It's gonna backfire on you immediately because the spiritual realm is so tired of y'all. So tired of y'all doing y'all bullshit. And y'all faking the fun. Going to work each day, hanging around with your friends, blah, blah, blah. Showing off your little, whatever your name brands are. Like nothing in the world is happening to you. But when you go home, you snotting and crying and shit because shit is just going wrong in your life. Absolutely wrong. So, youngsters out there, you may look at people and say, oh, look at them, what they got. Look what they driving. Look at what they living in. Look how they smell. Look at their hair and nails, or look at the shoes. Don't let that fool you. Because them can be some of the unhappiest people in the world. And all that they got was off of the backs of other people who you might see that's riding on the bus, that's walking miles to get to work, or what have you, who don't have money to eat lunch, who don't have much of anything. Their hair might be wild. They wearing the same pair of gym shoes all day, every day. They took from those people to look like they're looking. Remember that. You got people in these churches, yeah, I'm going to say it, that's taken from the congregation. They sprinkling their little dust. Be careful of people telling you to come up so you can pray for them. Be careful, because they're not really praying for you. They want to know what's going on with you so they can use that against you. Be very, very careful. And no, I'm not saying that's every church. I'm not saying that. But use your gut, your intuition. It'll tell you when something is wrong. You don't always have to go to the front line of the church to get your prayers answered. You can get your prayers answered in your own home. Being in your own meditation, bringing your own prayers. I think the Most High would appreciate that even more, because He don't need a third party for you to talk to Him. No, you can do that on your own. We are all connected to the one. All right, I'm going to step down off my soapbox. Again, I love you all. I am known as Toya in this lifetime. I win. And this is the Blue Lighthouse Mantle. Laters.